G'day and welcome to TearDown Bench. I was given this the other day. It's a Uniden base station. It's missing the handsets, it's missing the power adapter, it's missing the cables. On the back here it says it's a XDect 8055 plus one, which means that it would have been another external handset and cradle for it. At the back here it takes power, and right here, if you can read it, it will say DC in 9 volts. Shows that the positive is in the middle of the power plug. That's typical. Always the tip is positive. So I guess the first thing we might do with this is plug it in and see if it still works. So here we go. Welcome. Does it look like it's well built? Yeah, the buttons feel quite firm. They're not really flimsy. Yeah, it feels quite solid. Let's pull it apart. Uh-oh. Let's try something else. That's going to be a problem. Still no. One. Two. Let's see if this comes apart. Uh-oh. And there we go. There's a cable that attaches the backboard to the front cover. Just disconnect that. And the couple wires here, this is for the speakerphone, for the handset. Up in the corner here, there's a microphone. It says Mic Plus, and there's a hole underneath it. So definitely a microphone, but whether it's a voice mic or a noise cancelling mic, I'm not sure. This is a processor, because here is the crystal to run the processor. Over this side is going to be the power supply, so the yellow is where the power comes in, and this is for the to the wall jack. There's the cap that will look after the power, make sure that DC is nice, clean DC. Transistor, another cap. So this section here will be for power control. Let's have a look at this thing. Screws that work. Sticky in the corner. So all this is a panel. There's really no electronics here at all, apart from the sensors for the buttons themselves. So there's the buttons. It's just on a plastic template as such. Looks like the same arrangement for the number pad. The spring in this comes from the plastic. Each button has one piece of plastic holding the button to the template, or to the button holder, I guess you could call it. When you press the button, it then pushes against this rubber pad here. On the back, these are contacts, so that when the button is pressed, it pushes against one of these pads here and it makes contact. You might not be able to see, but how they've done this is that this is the top. Let me get a screwdriver. So you have the top, and there's lines coming from the top, and that's half the circuit. And at the bottom, the tracks go up, which is the other half of the circuit. So when the pad sits above there and is pressed, the contact is made between the bottom fingers and the top fingers. Similar scenario exists for the side here. Every second track is attached to this, and then vice versa. So they've done it so that the contacts are made either on the vertical fingers or on the horizontal fingers, or both. LCD display. So as I say, there's no chips, there's no circuitry, no componentry on this front board. Okay, so it's soldered here, and these plastic clips are holding the LCD display down, as well as the solder. So it has to be desoldered before I can get into it. If we have a look at the back of it, inside there, I don't know if you can see it, but there's really nothing. There's no components. There's just nothing. So by the looks of it, these are soldered to tracks above on the board, and then they come down here and make their way to this connector, which then connects to the board and is controlled by the chip. This chip does everything. No tracks in the back. The speaker is here and it's connected by the 2 wires to the board. These 2 wires here, as I said before, for the headset, handset. Okay, this goes sort of here. It has the pad that goes underneath it. So this is a bit of a rocker switch. So left and right, up and down. And then there's the tracks to work out whether it's a left, right, up or down press. So really it's just 4 switches. And lastly, the antenna, this little guy here, is connected by 1 wire to the board itself. So there's really not much in that. Uniden TearDown.